Oh darn gosh darn gosh darn it! It's too dark and convenient. I can't visual. I wonder if there will be a light source. It's too bright! When did Sentinel Prime become such a dick? In Dark of the Moon, he killed off Ironhide. Yeah, I'm still pissed. In Animated, his ego outweighed his chin. And in the IDW comics, he just really hates sharing. Like, have a Snickers. Box. For the card. Back of the card. Traditional to the majority of Titans Returns figures, Sentinel Prime includes a Titan Master, Infinicus, a powerful name with less than powerful legs. Don't know what's with this mold, but the knees and hip joints are pretty loose. I do love the head sculpt, sharing a similar design to the main head. While I love the shape of the head mode, I wish more of the detail was picked out in the paint. Other than the blue eyes, I wish there were some black highlights, but I think that's kind of the point to make it look glowing. But some yellow in the crown or paint on the sides would be fine. Totally Not Astrotrain Prime is a triple changer Voyager class figure. I'm going to start with the Battle Train mode that I strangely love, but like any love, he's a piece of work. The massive amount of detail is left in empty canvas, but to its credit, I don't expect Hasbro to paint every bit of detail on this toy. But why have the wheels? Come on! At least paint the front and the back of the train. This oversaturation of gray is just... You can add the Titan Master to the cockpit on top and add the guns to a few places. I love how long this train is. If you stand it up, it's taller than a liter. You're overcompensating for something, Mr. Buster. My major issue is the play value, filled with missed opportunities. A lack of Titan Master post means passengers are gonna have a hard time staying on, and there's no side-to-side movement between the cars. Anything else I can take from this demonic Polar Express for the naughty children? As a triple changer, Terry's Chocolate Prime uses a secondary alt mode, this being a spaceship. Well, if you think a toy flattened out like a pancake is a plane, to its credit, it kind of looks like the Ark, just bland. The other modes generally use a mix of red and orange, but this seems to use red as a primary color. I love it when primary or accent colors change between modes. I really don't care for the front of this thing. You can see what could be windows, but they're really small, no paint, and too many panel lines to really tell. You can see a Titan Master in the canopy and add weapons to the bottom of the wings, sides, or beside the canopy itself. Landing struts at the bottom allow you to start your stuff, and the arms at the bottom could be considered kibble, but I'll allow it for the cannons. I will say this is a lot better and more sturdy than I expected, but I feel there's some missed opportunities. A continuous trend. Robot mode! Here's Clockwork Train in robot mode, and guess his favorite color? It's purple! Oh, of course, this is a pre-paint to Astro Train. What? You thought otherwise? What are you? Bored? I don't want to wait for the sky to be Astro Train. I want the guy and mold that kind of stuff. Taking Astro Train out of the equation, to its credit, the bulky shape gives Sentinel a strong presence. I love the head sculpt on this guy, and I'm glad it's not shared with the Astro Train. If you want more of a difference, you can fold the wings back for extra flavor. Guns are there. You can combine them and add the Titan Master. Points for trying. The one true enemy is yourself, and yourself has some weak-ass joints. The knee joint is garbage. It's never been the same since the soccer injury, and the hips have so much wiggle that I find it amazing he can stand a few poses. I hate the elbows. There's something to this where I feel like if I push too far forward, the joint will snap. Oh, did someone say, articulation? Ball joint in the head, but if you pop the spring-loaded shoulder blockers, it will restrict movement. Rotation in the shoulders, out and in. Rotation below, elbow bend, wrist sway, hips out and in, forward and back. Rotation below, knee joint, and foot movement. Speaking of the feet, you can swap the smooth look for the train kibble. But this is a problem because old Sentinel fell down. Jello Prime has a ton of issues. Not everyone likes the look of it, but he was originally depicted as orange and red. And while this is bright, maybe it's to stand him out as a Prime. Ever think of that, Batman? Also, why can't he look like this? Might be me, but I really don't mind. Even with that said, Sentinel has too many issues I can't overlook, which is sad because I think they were close to getting an okay toy. But the joints are too loose. Yes, I know how to fix it! Shut up! And the paint doesn't support the detail, but as I said, I think there's too much molded detail for Hasbro to paint on the budget that they're willing to provide. If you're a customizer and you want to improve this, give it a go. I'd like to see it. Or if you're someone that just wants a Sentinel for your Generations collection, that's good too, but for kids, this isn't too much fun in robot mode. Still love the train. Wait, I did a review of an overly bright orange thing without making a joke about Donald. I have to thank UltraMaximus on YouTube for sending this out. Go give him a sub if you can and check out his content. I also have to thank my cat for pooping in the litter box. You know your place!